Um, the recreation baseball season wrapped up really well, and this we had over 150 participants this summer. We upgraded the uniform shirts this year, which went really well. Um, the baseball teams had a blast. We had a great championship tournament. Next year, we're looking at doing a Little League parade, maybe from the middle school down to the youth sports complex to open up the season. We've been kind of adding on to our season opener for baseball every year a little bit more and more. So this year, I think we're going to try to see if we can pull off a parade. Flag football, we had the championship games under the lights at Memorial Stadium, which was a huge hit. We had one game that was just a scrimmage, kind of just a
For
game
fun.
for,
Yeah.
yeah, for fun, like a little scrimmage. And then we had the two championship games at night. And it was awesome to see the kids playing flag football at the stadium under the lights. I think we're going to run with the same thing for soccer this year. We're going to do the soccer game championships under the lights. Big A big improvement for flag football was that we did from last year we had 55 participants. This year we had 90. So next year we're hoping to have over 100 kids at flag football. It's our youngest sport, so it's the one that's growing the most. Some of the
Especially in the
current,
schools. Yeah.
yep, yeah, we have at the high school level we have flag football for our girls during the spring semester. So it's good to introduce as many kids to this now.
Correct.
Current recreation center usage and some of the fall offerings that we're doing. We're finalizing some yoga classes to do once a week. The fitness center is up and running. The renovations are done, finally complete with the sound system. We are still working on our REK, Reaching Every Kid, mentoring and social emotional program. We're going to work with the middle school students, and this year we're going to try to make recreation center visits with them so that they know exactly how to get here, even as far as taking a walk with them from the middle school. So we show them the safest route from the middle school to the rec center so that they know exactly where they're going. Soccer is in session. Our season started 2 weeks ago. We had clinics. We had practices already. Games already started on Saturday. We upgraded those uniforms as well this year, so they're doing dry fits as well. Uniforms look fantastic. So that's going on right now. We are full, completely full. We actually have a wait list going for soccer right now. Basketball registration is open, so we're having registration. When is that till, Miles?
Registration is until mid-November, November 15th or 17th.
Gotcha.
Something of that sort.
So basketball registration is open. We're encouraging everyone to come register as soon as possible. Basketball is probably the most popular we have right now. Baseball and basketball are the two most popular. But we are going to start in December with some clinics and things like that. So basketball, again, with all our sports, we're encouraging people to register their children early.
Yes.
Because they get full fast nowadays. We are going to have the Harvest Festival on October 26th here in the Youth Sports Complex. We will have a petting zoo. We're working on getting pumpkins and some hay, probably do a maze.
And a bouncy house.
Miles, what I just found out from Parks, you know how they have that new machine? That
Yes.
line? They can line a maze.
And then they can stack the hay according to that, right?
So maybe we can see if we can use that for the hay mail.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
But it'll be a nice little afternoon on Saturday, and the rain date is this Sunday. Cool. We are already in talks to doing our Turkey Day football game for the community game. I know Quan and Mr. Jones have been already speaking. Quan and I have been speaking about what we're going to do this year. I think we're going to move it from the youth sports complex up to the stadium. And there's a reason why. We'll get into it in a second about why we're gonna move it out of the youth sports complex field. But that's gonna happen on Thanksgiving.
That's gonna be cool.
The recreation center improvement updates. So as I mentioned, the fitness center, all the AV has been upgraded. The sound system is upgraded. paintings done. Some of the logos that we have, some of the logos that we have are up. We're still waiting for a couple of the colleges to give us some of their logos so that we can have them up as well. We will be probably putting up our own mascot fathead up there soon. Now that we actually have a picture, so that'll be good. Um, Computer lab. So the computer lab, it's I would say about 90% done. We just figured out the paint scheme that we're going to paint the 3 other walls that are not included in the mural. Um, we're going to be working with the high school on getting some of the art students to do a mural in the computer lab that may be paired with one of the bigger mural projects in the city. So if not, we're still going to be doing our painting of that room. We just completed the media room painting. The media room was a terracotta color. Now it's a nice light gray, so it lightens up the space a lot. All the wiring in there has been upgraded, all the sound and visual, and that's where we're going to be doing our movie nights and our meeting space. We are in the process of trying to replace our big refrigerator. The very large old Coca-Cola refrigerator that we had finally died on us. It's probably about 20 years old, so we got a good use out of it. So we're working on a possible donation of another refrigerator the same size. If not, I have a few leads where Coca-Cola may be able to donate and replace that same refrigerator with something very similar. The lobby has been painted now. The lobby matches the media room. And we are in the process of trying to carve out a laundry room space here. But I'll get into that in a minute. I'm still looking for both seasonal and a permanent part-time staffer. So if you have any recommendations of anyone, please send them to me. The operating hours are now Mondays and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So we're operating an hour later now that we have another permanent part-timer in. The teens are still allowed to use the gym until 7, but from 7 to 8 is for the adults only. And of course, anytime the adults come before school, it's adults only. Go over some future programming notes. We're still working on possible sponsorship for our basketball season. This year, we're also trying to put together some winter soccer clinics and soccer, futsal, indoor soccer. But we're going to try to start it off with clinics first and see where the interest is for winter soccer. We are going into trying to form what is called disability games or buddy ball games. But we're going to start by initiating during our basketball season this year. We're going to have the gym open for an extra hour and keep our staff on hand and coaches on hand for anybody with varying abilities to come in and be able to participate and have an open gym space. Hopefully we can generate enough interest that we can grow a league or a buddy ball kind of system from that. We know we can do it. There's communities out there that do baseball games. They do some flag football games, some running. So we're hoping to expand our recreation offerings to more people. Movie nights, as I mentioned, we're hoping to do some movie nights, especially as we're getting towards the winter and the holiday season. Going through movie nights with, Nightmare Before Christmas, things like that. What I hope to offer is nights just for our teens, and then nights for the general public where, the first 40 people can sign up and go into our theater and watch a movie. We did it during Black History Month, and it was really well received. This year we did Black History Month. We did 4 movies, Hidden Figures, 42, Miles Morales, Spider-Man. What was the 4th movie? I don't remember the 4th movie. Was it Selma? It might have been Selma. But and we opened it, had the movie theater open and popcorn was donated so that we can, have popcorn and watch a movie during the theater. So we're looking to do more of those kind of theater events.
That was late spring, Ivan. I'm sorry, that was late spring, but yes.
All right, cool.
And also,
Yep.
let me just add on before basketball season, the alumni game is booked for the 20th, Friday the 20th as well.
So we got that was a huge success
Yeah,
last
that
year.
was nice.
So we're definitely open to add that, and maybe add another either soccer game, kickball game, or softball game as another alumni offering. Um, we have somebody interested in doing a dance step class here at the center, so we're looking at partnering with her to see what we can offer. We are also looking at reactivating the concession stands at the youth sports complex. We don't manage that as recreation. The parks department manages it as far as its maintenance and upkeep. So we're working with them on trying to get it up to speed and getting it all the clearances so that we can run concessions from there. I have some updates on our recreation mascot. It is on the way. We are planning on doing a big unveiling uh, and naming and all that kind of as a contest with our school district and some of our teams in the district. But the mascot is on the way. We're very excited about it. It kind of all worked out. Took a lot of work. Apparently, there's a lot of fraudulent mascot companies out there, and a lot of it was a very weird rabbit hole to try to find this mascot. So I'm glad we got it worked out. It's coming in from Cali, so I'm excited to finally receive our mascot. Um, the park reservation system and the park permit system um, are all online now. Our IT department is trying to merge the two programs so that when we start booking on our end, it automatically reserves it on the Sportsman application. So there's two different applications that we use to do these reservations. So we're hoping that IT can merge the system. And we keep reminding the public, it's on our Instagram, it's on our link tree, that the park reservation system and the permitting system is now an online based system. We will invoice you and you will still have to come into recreation to pay the invoices, but everything starts online. As I mentioned earlier, we're not going to be doing the alumni football game or the Turkey Day game at the youth sports complex. It's in order to help park with the maintenance of the fields. We're going to start rotating the use of the fields. So hopefully, our soccer system, our soccer, Brian, as soon as our soccer season is done, we'll be able to. We'll be able to shut down the park, and we'll be able to shut down the park and then not use it so that the grass can grow, they can till, they can lie, they can seed, they can do what they need to do for the grass, and we can help them by minimizing the use. And because the Parks Department has this incredible new machine that can line fields, and I watched it actually yesterday when I was out Bigelow Park with Sal from Parks, and he showed us how the machine works, and it lined a whole soccer field, goal lines, corner kick lines, center in 20 minutes. And that would usually take two men easily a day to line a soccer field like that with a bunch of equipment and string and all this. Yeah, so it's incredible, and it has a lot more capabilities than just lining a soccer field. So it'll make it easier to rotate the use of these fields. We are also working with parks on upgrading, not upgrading, well, creating a new soccer field at Bigelow Park. We have some grant money at Recreation that we're going to be able to use to level out a big portion of land in Bigelow Park that we can use for a full-size public access soccer field. So whenever it's not being used by us officially or maybe the school district for soccer games or practices, it's a full-size field that's open to the public for them to use. It will be the first full-size public access soccer field in the city, I believe. There are some smaller fields and some non-conforming size fields that we have makeshift, but this will be a purposeful full-size soccer field with the possibility of adding some additional soccer field space at Bigelow Park. So that was really nice to see the machine out there and see what it's able to do. I know you've seen it, Miles, right? That thing is crazy how it can do a field in 20 minutes. It's amazing.
Yes, indeed. Saves a lot of time and also does the lacrosse fields. It could do any line on fields. That's cool.
Yeah. What I put out the scenario, like for some odd, let's say the youth sports complex floods and we can't use it for some reason, we can now take this to some open spaces and it can draw out a diamond for us. We won't have a backstop, but we will have a field. You'll have foul lines, you'll have it marked off where the game could be played. So stuff like that is incredible. It can even do naming. So if like we wanted to say put recreation in the center field, they could do that. So on our end, we're going to try to rotate the use of the field so that there's time for the parks department to do their maintenance of our fields, and so that there's always fresh fields for the kids to play in and the public to play in, and then to give time for everything to grow. That was basically the agenda. Does anyone from the board have any questions?
No, I'm good to go.